Hanging out with me today is my twin, DJ
Z.
That's right, hanging out with DJ V. What's the name of the show?
DJ's Entertainment.
That's right, and where is it at?
On YouTube.
And
Vincent Irving, aka
DJ V. You gotta say that with excitement. So you still in training? That's all right, but you coming up.
In training. First of all, I am the host.
hold up.
He's not gonna be
What
here
do we
too long.
need them to
I'm
do?
coming.
Excuse me.
We gotta subscribe
And
to
like.
my channel.
And like.
Not
Yeah,
his
my channel.
Not his channel.
My channel. Thank you very much. Vincent Irving, aka DJ V. Get out of here. DJs and Entertainment is here with Mr. David Lux, the entrepreneur of entertainment here in Kansas City. Do tell why you have that title.
Yeah, Kudos Cigar Bar. 2009 is when we opened, and we stayed opened until June of 2018. So it was a 10-year run, pretty good run.
Beautiful.
Very happy with it. How we got started, it was a dream of mine to have a place here in Kansas City, in the urban core downtown, if you will, that you could go and smoke a nice cigar, drink nice cognac, a scotch, listen to live entertainment, and then I have some friends that are local DJs here in Kansas City, so to bring them in and let them do their craft. So yeah.
All right, 2009 was the birth of the club called Kudos. Very interesting name. How did that name come about?
Well, it was kind of a play on words. You know, kudos is typically with a K, and and it kind of means congratulations. I just wanted to spin on it and put a Q for kudos, almost like the bar on TV, like Cheers.
Right.
You know, I wanted it to feel like it was kind of a neighborhood thing, or you felt really welcome there. So
that is true. I also understand you had a partner in business as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wendell Fields. How we kind of met, I had a friend, Terry Kennedy, who was a account exec at Hot 103 Jams. Mm-hmm. And when I moved back to Kansas City, we kind of hooked up, and I was asking, looking for a business partner. And she said, you know what, I might have just the guy. He's always has a cigar in his mouth. He owned a car wash there on Truce. So we made the connection, had 3 or 4 business meetings, and then we made it happen.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now you had mentioned you're not a native of Kansas City, are you, or did you leave and come back?
Yeah, I'm born and raised here in Kansas City. All of my partners and all my friends went to Southeast High School, but
Gotcha.
I got booted off to Bishop Miege. Mom and Dad thought I might get in some trouble, but no,
I understand.
Good citizen. So yeah, I moved away for 12 years.
Okay.
From a business standpoint, and then father got ill, and I moved back to Kansas City.
Beautiful, beautiful. We're here still with Mr. David Lux, and we're going to talk about some of the memorable times while you were doing Kudos. Share with us.
Well, I think the one memory that overwhelms me in a decade, in a 10-year window, is that just the education of good cigars or great cigars and great whiskey, scotches, and cognacs, and kind of educating, the people that I associate with, the people in the urban core, the people that might not have got that education.
That's true.
Kudos might have not been there.
That's true.
And so I get texts, and I get people in my inbox all the time on Facebook thanking me for. Mm-hmm. So hey, Dave, I know what to go do now when I pick out a cigar or drink a scotch.
Right.
But the second thing, and it kind of goes with your mantra, is that all the talent that came through Kudos, i.e. DJs, comedians, actors, actresses, professional players, and not so much as we wanted them to help promote Kudos. This was just a place for them of refuge, where they could, either talk, relax, or really show their craft.
That's true.
So,
along with that, what generated your love for cigars and cognacs and the different whiskeys? Where did that come from for you?
Well, I'll try to keep this story as short as I can. I was operations manager for a pharmaceutical company. I lived in Milwaukee at the time. The German Health Authority reigned over the pharmaceutical company because they were, it was German basically.
Right.
So he flew in, and he, very thick German accent. He said, "David, before we get started doing business, we're gonna go drink 3 German beers, and I'm gonna drink 3 American beers."
Right.
So we basically, long story short, we got together. We kind of fellowshipped. We went back to his hotel. He said, "Before you go, David, I got something." So he went, at the time you could smoke in hotels.
Right.
So he brought down a box of cigars, and then he ordered cognac.
Wow.
And I was in my early 20s.
Right.
I didn't know a whole lot
Right.
about it.
Right.
So we lit up a cigar, and we drank that cognac. I must have stayed another 3 hours at the hotel, and I said, "Man, this is it."
It was on from there.
It was on. So
And that's
yeah.
where it started. So you just started researching on different whiskeys and
Absolutely. And then I said, I wanted to open up a cigar bar in Kansas City. So I basically started writing a basic business plan, and that plan became a really, really good business plan, something that I could present to investors, or i.e. a bank.
right.
And so that's what happened when Dell and I presented the business plan to a bank, and got approved for a lot of money. So
Well, that's always good in business, and I gotta say, as a testament, I was definitely one of your students in finding out about cigars and sipping on the cognac. So I definitely thank you for that. Your contribution does not go unnoticed. DJs and Entertainment are here again with Mr. Kudos, David Lux, talking about entertainment, cigars, and cognacs. With that, we want to find out your first album, introduction to music. Do you remember? Can you recall that?
Well, that's a long time ago. I'm not going to tell you my age, but one thing that stood out, how I became an Eric Benet fan, is that I literally saw him in a room not much bigger than Kudos.
Right.
And he was presenting his first work,
Wow.
his very first album.
Beautiful.
And dim lit, you had your cognac there, and I had
Great.
had a young lady at the time on my side.
Always
and,
beautiful. Always.
And and so I'm an Eric Benet fan, and that was kind of my first music to where really I felt it.
Right.
And I wanted to go grab his album at that point.
Beautiful.
So yeah.
That's it. Any contact information if people want to find out about cigars and different cognacs and whiskeys to sip? You're on Facebook?
Yeah.
Hit you up? Okay.
You can hit me on Facebook, most definitely. I'd love to talk to you about it. And I would just say, hey, just read, get a Cigar Aficionado.
Oh, okay.
Or just go and learn about scotches and cognacs and different whiskeys.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice. Well, I appreciate you giving your time. I guess one last question I forgot. What about the future of Mr. Lux?
Right now, I'm taking 1.5 years, 2 years off. I've been in business with Kudos, and I own some other stuff. So I'm just kind of relaxing.
Nice.
But I can't sit still for very long.
Nice. So we'll look forward to the next endeavor.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks again, DJs and Entertainment, Mr. David Lux, owner of Kudos Cigar and Lounge Bar. That was a drop, because I did some drops for you guys. I forgot about that. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.